Well, hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney pals. It's been a long time since I've sat down and done a face-to-face video like this, but we're back from Walt Disney World, Disney Blues intact and all that, and there are vlogs coming, but in the meantime, it's time to do that very important video, the haul video. Just a little disclaimer before we start, as is, to stop myself seeming vulgar, is what I'm about to show you is quite a lot of money's worth of merchandise that I have spent of my own money. I save up a long time. I also had a little booster by, my mum gave me $100 because it was my birthday while I was there to buy something for my birthday. And then I also got an unexpected windfall from a job I did just before I went. And so I took a bit of money out of that and added it to the spend. So I didn't realise how much I had spent. And now look at it, I'm like, oh, I don't want people to think I'm being gross. But we all kind of like work out how much we've got to take on holiday. You only go once a year, sometimes you go once every 2 years, and it is a big treat, and all of it will be very much valued. And with that icky bit out of the way, I also like to tell you before I start a little bit about how I shop when I'm in Disney World. I like to, because we're there for 2 weeks, and so I don't want to spend all my money straight away. I think that would be bad form. So we tend to spend the first week taking pictures of things in shops, and then if the thought is still there and it's still lingering and you keep seeing it and you keep going, oh, I do want it, and you still want it 10 days later, then we start buying in the second half of the holiday. I think that's the right way to go, to stop any kind of impulse buys or seeing something you prefer in a similar category in a different shop and all that kind of thing. So I'm probably going to talk a bit about that as I go along. And right on top of the pile is a prime example of this. Saw this first day and it just aesthetically, colour scheme and everything just seemed really me, or us really, as a family, because we like all kind of green tones and autumnal tones, and we like mid-century stuff. So what we've got here is a really cool, we've got a big beach towel that is Adventureland. Towels are not the kind of thing I'd usually buy, but ours are getting very scruffy in the bathroom. And it's Jungle Cruise, Adventureland. I just really liked this design. Now I'm going to keep pulling it upwards because there's no way I can show you the whole design at once. So bear with me. Next bit. Next bit. Next bit. Next bit. Done. There. I hope that was efficient. Right. So that towel was $34.99. This is all in dollars. And what else do I have in my thing? Do you know what I think we'll do now? We'll talk about the outlets, because that was like, we go on like the third day, and again, this is our tactic, is we go to the outlets early in the holiday so that we don't like go later and we've already bought stuff and we regret it. The outlets are end of line stuff that goes for sale to the designer outlet on Vineland. It's called the Character Warehouse, and it's about a 10-minute Uber drive out of Disney. And what you get is all the leftover stock, out of season stock. When we went in February, we got a lot of Christmas stock. When we go in May, we get loads of Easter stock. You know what I mean? You tend to get that kind of out of season, end of line stuff for cheap. So this I bought out of practicality. I needed a summer hat and it was there. It doesn't look very Disney at first glance, but if you look, that says Minnie Mouse in the spots. Ooh. And we were doing miniature golf that afternoon and I kind of hadn't brought a hat with me, and yeah, it was $7.99, and also it's lovely. That will enter my collection. Now then, I have a full bag worth of stuff. So the next thing, I went over to a rack and I was perusing something that I have seen in the outlets definitely 2 years, maybe 3 years running, so they cannot sell these things. And it's this Wakanda dress. Yeah, it's like a style of Wakanda. It's like a bit of a mini dress. It's got a belt on. I don't love it, but I was just looking at it out of interest. Let me show you. You've got a Black Panther there in the store, and I noticed it said $1.99 on the rack, and I said to the ladies nearby, I said, what's $1.99? This can't be $1.99. And they said, everything on this rack is $1.99. So I thought, honestly, for $1.99, when converted to pounds, you just can't go wrong. I might wear it once. It might go on Vinted. Don't know. But I got that for $1.99. And then on the same rack, for $1.99, we saw... Oh, there we go. We saw these Halloween cruise line t-shirts. Now, the cruise line element is so small. It's right there on the sleeve. You can barely see the cruise line thing. What you've got is just really cool Halloween t-shirts for $1.99. So me, Hugh and Bonnie all got them because we will be going in Halloween 2026. We thought we could wear them then. And then we thought, what the heck? And we got our podcast co-host Chris one so we can wear them on the show. So that was 4 of these in various sizes according to body type of the person buying them for. What else is in here? Now then, on our podcast from time to time, we do giveaways. And so in the outlets, I won't say how much these are because it's a bit funny when you then do it as a giveaway. But we got these nice Walt Disney World t-shirts, 2 of those that we will be doing as a giveaway. I believe we got, there you go, lovely. I believe we got 1 medium and 1 large to kind of hedge our bets on who might be winning, whatever the competition is we set. We don't know what it is yet. We'll keep watching the podcast and you'll know what the competition is. And then we also got, this is for our giveaway, this rather nice Walt Disney World tote bag. So there it is, Walt Disney World tote bag, and it says 71 on the back. And down here it says, a pack of joy and inspiration and new knowledge where the young at heart of all ages can laugh and play and learn together. Isn't that nice? So, if you are a podcast viewer, those could be yours. One more thing, I think, for the prize giveaway haul that we got at the outlet. There it is. Third thing is we got a grape soda bottle. That's just a drinks bottle. I thought it was kind of cool. So those 3 things will be going into a giveaway. This was quite shortly after that. And I said I don't impulse buy. I totally impulse bought this. So we're in the world of Disney. I'm going to show you it and then I'll talk. So it's a lounge fly. It's a new style of lounge fly that you might see that are getting away from like the mini backpack with the ears. It's canvas. It's quite substantial. And it's more kind of cubey rectangular. A very sensible bag for a lounge fly. And it's got all sorts of icons from the park on. So it's got the Main Street Railway and it's got Space Mountain. It's got Small World. Show you at the side. We've got more. I've got Chip and Dale there. And yeah, Mickey and Chip. So I got this in the world of Disney and it was on a special offer for $50. Now, this retails at, I believe, oh no, I've taken the tag off. I believe it's $84.99 usually this retails at. So that was quite a discount and it did say for a limited time. So I didn't know if it was going to be available at the end of the trip. As it happened, it was still at the discounted price at the end of the trip, but I wasn't to know that. So I bought it immediately. Like I say, black is not generally my colour and I do like things a little quirkier than this. However, it's a really, really good quality bag and it's a bit more sensible than some of the stuff I use for when I'm feeling like a grown-up. Right, while we're in Bagland, me and Bonnie both got these. And these are pin trading bags. Now then, as you'll see from what Bonnie's done, the ears are perforated so you can put your pins on the ears. Don't worry, we didn't buy all these pins. These are our accumulated pins of years. And yeah, you've got 3 interchangeable boards in there. You've got a red, a white and a black. So you can just pull them in and out. We would put the pins that we wanted to trade. Oh, look, do you like my shoe collection? And my cast member uniform collection. Yay! Anyway, like I say, they're not all from this trip. They're pin trading ones I've had for years. But we would put the ones that we wanted to trade on one of these boards and put it in our bag, as opposed to taking lanyards with us that got a bit difficult to pull out of the bag and we didn't want to wear them. So that's very nifty and handy. Both of these are $24.99 each. And while I have it on my lap, I'm going to show you some of the pins I bought because I'm back on the pin thing. Now, I like to get them for memories. So if there's something that is specific to this trip, I'll try and get a pin for it. One of those things was the 30th anniversary of the Flower and Garden festival at Epcot. We were literally there for the last 2 days of that. We got 1 day of Flower and Garden, and then we went to a different park a different day. We did a group Disney bound, as you'll see if you watch the vlogs, of the Up crew. So I was Kevin, Hugh was Carl, our friend Kat was Ellie, and then our friend Brookie was Doug, and then all the kids were Wilderness Explorers. So I got a pin to remember that by. That's actually 2 pins. So that's $22.99 because it's 2 pins. That was a bit of a oh well, I'm on holiday moment, that. And then it's the 25th anniversary of pin trading as a concept. So I got this one. And also this was a big pin trading trip for me and Bonnie. And we stayed in a new hotel for the first time, Port Orleans. This one opens up and has got Tiana in there. I'm afraid I can't tell you how much all these were because this just says pink. I think pink was $16.99, but I might be wrong. And first time ever on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That says silver, which I think is cheaper. I think that's $12.99. Impulse buy. I just really, this isn't attached to memory. I just liked the pin. And there you've got the Mickey, Donald and Goofy as the Dapper Dans, also silver. And a 2025, this was part of a blind bag. You got 2 blind bags and I traded the other one. I got them because I wanted to trade them, but I actually really liked Kermit and I kept it because it was the closing day. We were there the day before the closing day of Muppets 3D. So that'll help me remember that in 2025. Best time watching Fantasmic. We took a 2-year-old to watch Fantasmic for the first time. And the reaction when Mickey Mouse fired fireworks out of his fingers, it was just so magical. So I got a Fantasmic pin. And then my friends that we went with, because I did a lot of the planning, as a thank you, they got me one of these 2025 rotation pins. And one more, because it's just sat here in the front. It rained like absolute crazy on one of our days when we went to Disney Springs. And I mean like people throwing buckets of water out of the top window kind of rain. You know, it's just like... And so I bought that little rainy day Mickey pin. That wasn't too expensive and I just really liked him. I think that's pin chat done for now. So let's get back on some apparel because there's quite a lot. There was a lot of baseball jerseys in the store this time, like quite a lot of options. And I just decided I liked the look of them, I liked the fit of them. I saw lots of people walking around in baseball jersey and leggings, and I thought that's a look I could rock. It took me a long time to decide on one, because I didn't, do you know what? My friends and acquaintances do mock me a bit for the amount of Disney I wear. And like, I've got so many jumpers that just say Walt Disney World on, it's untrue. And I got like 100 Spirit jerseys, as you're about to see in a minute, that I didn't want the ones that just went Mickey Mouse or went Walt Disney World, even though they were really nice, attractive things. So I ummed and ahed between a Cinderella one or this one that I got in the end, but I decided people would not recognise this is coming from Disney World as easily. So this says Hoth Echo Base. That's obviously a Star Wars reference. And there you've got like the at walkers. There's going to be a Star Wars person who tells me I've said that wrong, aren't they? Never mind. In the number 8 on the back, all in powder blue. So that's like a brand new item of clothing for me. I've never worn a baseball jersey before. I'm going to feel very Americana doing that. That was $74.99. I was getting very spendy with the plastic at the end of the holiday. This came out of the money that my mum got me because I just knew that she would approve of it. Slightly impulse buy because the kids were getting impatient and we were going around Epcot Showcase and I saw it in the UK Pavilion. I thought I might not have a chance to come and back here. I can't stand here and think about it. I'll just get it. So it's like a summer dress, nice ruched stretchy top. About mid-calf length with a frill, and it's got all the flowers from Alice in Wonderland on it. And I just thought that was Disney enough to make me smile when I put it on, but not too in-your-face Disney that I could just wear it on a regular summer day. And it's very comfortable, and it's got pockets. Ladies, dresses with pockets are a must. Now, you know I said I like to look at things in the first week and then go back if I'm still thinking about them. This is something I've looked at for at least 3 years. I always go into the Japan store and play with these for 10 minutes. And that is this Buddha board. What it is you paint on it with water and then it dries and disappears. And it's meant for practicing your Japanese calligraphy. But they always have a load out in the shop in the Japan pavilion, and I always play with them and think that. And then I was going into Japan going, oh, I'm going to go and play on those Buddha boards. And then I thought, Lucy, it's been 3 years, just buy one. So I've got this, and I'm going to see if I can spend some time on a morning doing it in a, in a meditative way. So I have taken the plastic off that as well. I think that was $19.99 off the top of my head. Again, I might be wrong. I need to remember next year to keep prices on things. Oh, there's 2 more things that came from the outlet. 3 more things that came from the outlets I haven't told you about. So let's do a little reverse. Kind of in line with the baseball jersey, I was queuing up at the checkout at the outlet and I suddenly saw this and I had 2 seconds to decide if I liked it. It was $10.99 and it's just Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney World, football jersey. You can see it's got that kind of perforated, sweatproof fabric. And I have worn this with leggings and I like it. I like myself in it. It's very comfortable. It's very good for the pool because it's practically waterproof. It's just really easy to throw on without ending up soggy. And then also, Spirit jersey number 1. Brace yourselves, the fact that I'm saying number 1. This was $24.99 in the outlets. Spirit jerseys at the moment range from like $79.99 to $84.99 from the ones I saw, I think. They might go even more expensive than that. So this was only $24.99. It's white and it's got Hanan layer on the front. But the thing I really like is it says, I love you on the back. I believe there exists an equivalent male one that says, I know. But there's no way I could have ever got Hugh to wear that with me at the same time. And also, I don't think they had it. Let's have a little look at what Bonnie bought. So I bought her the pin case because she was getting so into pin trading this trip, and she's just made me really proud for the whole trip. We went with 2 younger children, so she was often kind of looking after them and checking, and she was so diligent and so kind and patient and generous that's why she got the pin bag gift. But with her own money that she took out of her own spend that she gets, first of all, at the outlets, she got this mini toy that she just played with in queues. It's almost like a fidget toy, but she was also like making up stories with it like they do, and it was swinging from the handles in the bus and stuff like that. And then she got she called it, she's panda mad. She's absolutely panda mad, it's Bonnie. And so she got My in the Asia section of Animal Kingdom. My is a reference to, on Disney Plus, there's a nature documentary, and one of them is about pandas, and there's a little baby panda in that one called My, so that's why she's called it that. And this just makes me want to choke up and cry, she used the rest of her spending money to go off in secret and buy me this. Oh, am I the luckiest mummy in the world? $12.99 of her own money she spent on that for me, and she didn't need to, and it makes me swell up so much. So that was gorgeous, and that's going on my car keys soon. Also a gift for Bonnie is this kind of, I wanted to get her a Spirit jersey anyway. Because she admires mine and she's getting old enough now where I don't feel it'd be a waste of money as I did when she was younger. I feel like she'll wear them more. But the day that we went to Disney Springs and it bucketed down, I thought, well, now's the time, because what she was wearing was drenched through. So she chose this lovely, it's like a Fantasia, I suppose, because it's got Sorcerer Mickey on. It's got a glittery shimmer to it. Child's Spirit jersey, and children's Spirit jerseys are cheaper. I believe that was $54.99, I didn't say cheap. I just said cheap. Gosh, this is making my bank balance quiver just looking at all this stuff. Also from Bonnie, we did the Around the World scavenger hunt where you look for spiked bee in every country, and at the end of it, if you get all of them, you win a watering can, and we got an orange bird watering can. I say win, it's $9.99 for the play card, and I think that they would give you it, well, I know they would give you it anyway, because at the beginning they said, do you want to take your prize now or bring the card back? Well, I don't want Bonnie to know she can have the prize now. I want her to do the activity. So we did the activity, and then she got the watering can. That's great. If you're doing any festivals at Epcot, they always do these scavenger hunts, and it's always a cute little prize, and it's a really good way of keeping kids occupied in World Showcase as well. Hard recommend. This is a bum bag, or a fanny pack if you're American. You also see people wearing them as crossbody bags. It's a little bit smaller. If ever I just want to go in the park with like a phone and a wallet, that's big enough for that. So I've just got that as a handy little bag, and I believe that that was $24.99 as well. The last thing I got with my mum's money that she gave me, because I knew that she'd appreciate me having this, and it'll go beautifully with this DVC spirit jersey, is this little, can we see it? Yeah. Pink and green diamond necklace. So it's got a Mickey head in pink and then a green balloon. It's just a little bit understated. I love the colours. Very pretty. Again, it's saying emerald, but I'm fairly sure that emerald was $19.99. I decided before I was going that I was getting this or something similar to this, and that is a spirit jersey, but in the UV resistant swimming fabrics that you get at the water parks, so that I could swim in it if I wanted to, or I could wear it on the, you know, at the sunbeds, light thing. Also, very good fabric for me to work in. I'm a dance teacher, so it's good sweaty fabric, if you know what I mean. And that is a Blizzard Beach spirit jersey. Again, this is cheaper than your regular spirit jerseys. I think this might have been $54.99 as well. Please check that. Taking all the price off everything, so I don't know anything. This one that I'm wearing, I've had this for a couple of years, but it's very thin fabric compared to a traditional spirit jersey, and I do wear it a lot for that reason. You can see as I move it. So I wanted another one in thin fabric, and the place to get it was at the water parks. Also very nice colour. This is one of those things like, I'm a grown woman. Do I need this? No. Do I want this? Yes. And it is a little magnet squirt that can go on the back strap of your bag or anything. I already have a little magnet Lotso on my lamp, and I love him. So Squirt and Lotso are going to be best friends on my lamp. Yay. I think he was $14.99. I am a grown-up. I am a grown-up. 3 more things. 2 are apparel, so let's do those. I had my eye on this purple daisy t-shirt the whole trip. I'd seen loads of other people wearing it. It looked kind of fresh and clean and light and airy and nice. And then just as I was about to buy it, in Hollywood Studios, I saw this. And I really liked that t-shirt. Again, it's a little bit different, isn't it? It's not your traditional Disney merch. It was in like the designer section. I'm going to look up the name of that shop in Hollywood Studios that always sells slightly quirkier clothing. There. And that was $34.99, which was the same price as the t-shirt I was going to get. So I'm getting towards the end of the trip, and I'm aware I can't just keep spending my money forever. So I decided to get this one instead of the other one that I planned on getting. And then again, very end of the trip, I'd seen it. I wasn't in the market for more spirit jerseys, guys, other than the light one, which I'd planned on getting. I accidentally got one at the outlets. But then I saw this one and I thought, no, I can't. I've got too many spirit jerseys. I won't get another one. And then I liked it. And then I kept thinking about it. So it went with the rule like all 2 weeks. I was thinking, oh, but it's really cool. So this is a Tomorrowland spirit jersey. In a colour that I don't really have, this kind of denim blue with the star spots. But what I really like is this mid-century acid pop style font and this big orange and white and blue Tomorrowland logo on the back which I just think is really cool. I also, as if to prove how much I like it, I've been wearing that for 4 days straight. I only took it off to film for you now so I could show you it. So I've already got my money's worth out of this. And this was $79.99. Now then, I'm going to show you one more thing, because me and Hugh had disagreements about this. We were staying at the Polynesian the second week, and we saw this in the gift shop. Now, initially, I just thought it was a statue, and I was already kind of, oh, we are Polynesian fans, man. It's like they detached a bit of our soul and kind of boxed it up in Maui in the lobby, and we just love it so much. So it makes sense that this would belong in our house every day of the week. But it's not just a statue. It's like this. And we had an argument in the shop. Is this a cup or is it a vase for flowers? I said that's a vase for flowers because it can't be a cup. Because watch this. That is not a practical cup. We asked the lady at the counter, can you settle an argument? And I'm afraid I lost because it says Maui mug. No, you can't drink anything out of that. It needs a straw at the very least, but also I wouldn't be happy you could clean it either once you'd had any kind of cocktail in that. So poor do Polynesian, I disagree, and he made me lose a argument with my husband, which I never like. That was $36.99. Now, I've just got one more slightly dull thing that we got in the airport on the way home, because I'll be honest, I lost my neck pillow. And so I needed a neck pillow for the flight home, and I got this. And it was $19.99 in the airport, but it's really nice, which is why I'm showing you it. I like the design. It's kind of velvety and soft, and it's memory foam. So it's almost like, I don't want to say it was worth losing my old one for, but I am pretty chuffed to now be the owner of this beautiful new neck pillow. Small things, small things. Right, I think that's it. Although it does worry me now that I'll go looking around my house and immediately find something I haven't shown you. But hey ho, you'll live. So thank you very much for sitting here and watching through my haul video. I hope to see yours. I do enjoy haul videos, and I will see you later. Bye bye.